It's a blessing to have you here with me tonight. Don't be shy, let the words speak for you, alright.
So the name of this piece is My Black Is ... Let's go. My black is older than the bruise of slavery, older than ships that tried to rename us, older than hands that counted our bodies like cargo instead of children. My black is magical. My black is history. Not the kind printed small in the margins, but the kind stitched in the scar tissue, sung through cracked throats, written in the salt of mothers who buried sons and still planted gardens. My black is a warrior spirit, rocked to sleep by stories of resistance. We learned dedication from ancestors who braided maps into hair, who hid hope in hymns, who looked at impossible and said, watch, my black is breaking free. With wrists still remembering iron. It is knees buckling in prayer to steady in courage. It is the fight that doesn't make headlines but makes generations. My black is powerful, not loud for attention, but heavy with truth. It is a father teaching his son how to survive traffic stops and still believe in freedom. It is a mother speaking worth into a daughter's crown so the world can't unteach her value. My black is equality. Cried for in courtrooms, marched for in streets, bled for in silence. It is saying we matter until the sky answers back. My black is peaceful, but do not confuse that for weak. We have mastered grace while carrying greed. We have chosen love when hate offered us mirrors. My black is stability in a country that tried to shake us loose. Roots deep, backbone steel, hands open despite history. My black is respect. First for ourselves, because when the world mispronounced our names, we still answer to greatness. When they tried to reduce us to struggle, we multiplied into brilliance. My black is magical in the way a choir can make broken hearts believe again, in the way laughter survives funerals, in the way we dance even when the ground feels heavy. My black is history still breathing, names spoken at cookouts, faces framed on living room walls, stories passed down like heirlooms that no auction block could claim. My black is dedication repeated to legacy, to community, to children not born yet, who deserve to inherit more than pain. My black is a quality spoken twice because it was denied twice, spoken again and again until it stops sounding like a dream and starts living like a promise. My black is freedom, not fully handed over, but fiercely pursued. It is the tears that falls and the hands that wipes it away. It is the prayer that cracks the ceiling and the faith that rebuilds it. My black is not a trend, not a threat, not a statistic. My black is scripture and dark skin. My black is a heartbeat that refused to be owned. My black is a people who turn suffering into song, into movement, into miracle. My black is still here, still rising, still loving. And after all that was taken, my black still chooses to be beautiful, to be powerful, to be peaceful, to be free.
This one is the amalgamation of two things being true. So you are the American black, the most lied about culture perhaps ever known. They said we were all trafficked, yet there's proof that many of us were homegrown. I need you to understand that two things can be true. So I need you to look past the matrix and everything that they've construed. See past the bullshit, not push through. Even history states that there's Negroes known as free men. I really need you to think again. We're in the end, but we need to go to the beginning. You ever wonder why sometimes it's so easy to hate your brother? How can our hearts be so big, but we can close it off to each other? Let me attempt to break it down so you can understand. We are two sets of blacks forced to occupy a single part of land. Africans who came centuries before, and then the ones who were kidnapped and contraband. One considered a savage animal, and the other was a means to an end. One worked the fields, and the other, they pretend. They pretend to like them. You kind of like our friend. So they help them survive. They cause them to thrive. They taught them our ways, not realizing that they've been connived. Slowly deprived, swiftly enslaved, and quickly unalive. Now they're both in chains because they didn't see the lies. What do you think the one drop rule was for? Why wasn't it ever used before? Because there were two not divided before. Now the American tormented and agonized while the old African watched and ignored. But now, let me start that. The new African tormented and agonized while the old African watched and ignored. But not before they realized the price of war. Y'all look alike. Y'all all look alike. I know you heard that before. Y'all all look like that, but to them, Native Africans owned a whole lot of land. And the moments that they saw them, they created strategic plans. They declared that one was the other, forcing them to be the same. One came and changed, but they both lost their names. One deals with remorse and probably a whole lot of shame, and the other has learned to live within the chains. Two African people raped and extorted, one homegrown and the other was exported. They all were raped, they all were bred, and they all were sold. They are all broken, and none of them were left whole. They were dehumanized, yet they were the prize. The biggest equity to the most powerful country in the world. Anyone who says different is a damn lie. Don't simply take my word. Let the filth of old speak for itself. Read any Confederate article of succession. They documented themselves. You are the Black American, the most lied about culture perhaps ever known. Two trees from the same roots, how mighty have you grown. America started out as our prison, but for many, it was already our home.
Hello.
That's an issue because I know I was supposed to have a piece, but I ain't got no peace. I ain't got no peace. No, I ain't got no peace, nor no peace. I ain't got no peace about Black history, cause history ain't black nor peaceful. Her story ain't heard nor equal, and our story is too busy being unwritten. See, I ain't got no peace about Black history. And I ain't got no peace about Black history, cause who the fuck does and who the fuck did what they told us Massa did? Massa made, Massa gave us lemons and called it lemonade. Market trade, sold market trade for freedom that has never come. Fucked it good, but that was rape, caught on camera, demonstrations. Now demons want to burn the tapes, record our likeness with they face, and swear they never played this game that Massa made. Massa did. Massa slid his ideology so deep, made Mama wince. Mama made us accept this over time and come to schools of thought that lead to our detriment. February is meant for our history. Nah, scratch that. History is past. It's time we reclaim our heritage. We here now creating vows, and it's time that this time we ain't sharing shit. Our clothes, our woes, our music, our shows, they can't wear this skin like we wearing it. And they can't bear this pen like we bearing it. Our speech, our hair, our walk, our recipes. They can't impede the path we stepping in. Step with me. They can't hold they can't hold this power that we clench in our teeth. Had to bite the force out of a person's sheath. Like King Arthur's sword, but out of a block that bleeds. And on the blocks we bleed, they call us thieves, nigga, bitch, and unworthy of peace. So no, my nigga, I ain't got no peace. Nah, I ain't got no peace nor no peace. I ain't got no peace about Black history, cause history is the past. We here and now creating vows. And this time we ain't sharing shit. It's time we reclaim our heritage so we can share this piece of inheritance. Till then, I'm sorry. I ain't got no peace.
It's a blessing to have you here with me tonight. Don't be shy, let the words speak for you, alright. Come on, step in the light. Wordsmith, show the work in your craft. We ain't perfection, but let the light of God shine soft through the cracks. Let your truth breathe.